What is up, guys? So we just watched the Rogue character reveal, and I kind of just want to go through the abilities, what I've saw, and what I think is going to be really interesting on Rogue. Again, I'm breaking this down myself. I usually don't do this. I usually watch like Cozy or something. So if you want to like really detailed breakdown, you can go watch his video. He probably has one up. I don't know. I'm just gonna do my own little breakdown because I want to see what I can pick out and the things that I've picked out from this. So we're just gonna watch this in half speed and kind of go from there. And I'm gonna tell you the things that I noticed about Rogue. So off the rip, we're gonna see magic with a symbol above her head, which is her portal, right? And as you can see on the screen here, she just used her portal. So what I'm assuming, what I'm thinking for Rogue is that Rogue can steal using her F the last ability that the enemy used. I don't think she can pick and choose. I feel like that'd be pretty hard. I think the last ability the enemy used is the one that she can steal. So here we're just going to play through her primary attack, left, right, into this double fist, double fisted punch, which I'm assuming does more damage. It looked fucking like it did more damage. And that is just her primary, right? Or that's what I think. I think that was her primary. I assume. Or maybe that was her left click, was it? That might have been her left click. No, it wasn't. That was just her primary, right? And then she goes into her guard, which is her right click. And you can see a yellow meter and a white meter. So the white meter is going to be how long she can keep this up. And you're going to see as Punisher is shooting her, the more damage Punisher does to this guard, the faster it drops. So it's not like Cap Shield or something where it has like HP. It's meter based and it's damage based, I guess. So the more damage that it takes, the less she can hold it up for, the less time she can hold it up for. So we're just gonna see it here. Shooting her, shooting her, shooting her. I think that guard actually might be attracting Punisher's shots as well, because you can see a little curvature on his bullets. I think it might be a, like I think it might be like attracting his bullets. Like look at this curve here. I think it might be like attracting his damage as well. Or is that silly? I don't know. Either or, the more damage it takes, you're gonna see the meter fall faster and faster, right? And so she can't hold it up anymore. It goes to the red, and now she's using her left click. And as we saw that yellow meter, you're gonna see it amplifying the damage of this left click as you would see on Angela, right? So Angela's primary, it's whatever on its own, but if you get her meter up, right? If you get her meter up, it does a whopping amount of damage. And again, I'm not sure if Punisher's Punisher's damage also charged that meter for her, like it would on Angela. I think it does, right? And then she can send that damage back at him like Angela would, right? So Angela holds up her shield, and the more people shoot at that shield, the more her charge gets, recharged, and she can send back out that damage uh, at a higher output than she normally would with her primary, right? So that's what I noticed, right? And you can see her guard meter going back up. Again, same thing. She has her guard up, and look at the yellow meter as she's taking damage. It's going up as it would on Angela, and you're gonna see her use her E here, which is her kick. Kicks Magneto up in the air, and the second kick after the knock-up is gonna give her overshield, right? And you're gonna see she can E again, which I think to be a projectile kick. I'm not exactly sure, but you're gonna see she has the ability to send out another kick or dive Magneto into the floor, which you see that radius on the floor, that yellow sort of radius on the floor is where she'd be diving into and it do a little AOE damage. You're gonna see it in a second, but she does a combo here that I kind of want to point out. So again, guard takes damage, charges her yellow meter, into the kick, which I'm assuming the yellow meter is taking from that kick as well, so that kick does more damage as it's knocking Mag up. Kicks again for overshield, and she goes back into the guard, into the left click. And then again, as we saw, the dive, that AoE. And now this is her left shift. Okay, so she can dash into enemies, or just dash, right? And then she can press left shift again, I'm assuming, to do this ability, which looks to be a grab, right? Grab, and that meter was full. Again, that yellow meter. She's guarding while that wave is going out. So that wave is going out and catching people. It touches, I assume, I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's catching people and it's pulling them in. But as you see, she has this guard up. And as Namor and Moon Knight are doing damage to it, the yellow meter is getting charged. And as they get grabbed, she goes instantly into the left click, full meter charged. And that's a lot of damage, right? 15-second cooldown on that left shift. I believe it's a 7-second cooldown for her left click. 6, 7. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And her dive attack, you're going to see here, has a 15 or 10-second cooldown, right? So here, again, you see the ability above Psylocke's head. This is the ability I assume was used last, which is the thing that she can steal, is what I assume. And that CC immunity on the ability steal is insane. And she also heals herself, which I thought was crazy. So again, she gets the kick, the overshield, dives, kicks again for some more overshield, I believe. And then she goes straight into her F, which is her ability steal. I don't know what it's called, but it's her ability steal. CC immunity, as well as the ability to heal herself while she's stealing abilities. Back into primary, or not primary, sorry, left click. And now she's able to use Psylocke's, I don't even know what it's called, but you can see. And that is on a 25-second cooldown. So again, left shift into the grab, kicks up 3 people. Remember, 700 max HP. 3 people in the air. The second kick will give her overshield. 3 people get hit. Look how much overshield she gets. And look at her max HP. 850 max HP. 3 people get kicked, way more overshield. That is insane. Into the dive. And just, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I need to go over this. You guys know she can steal literally anyone's abilities. They're just showcasing like what can happen. Wait, did she steal Big Wall? I don't think she gets the CC immunity from it, does she? I don't think she does. She just can steal Big Wall. That's pretty insane. Because Big Wall has a lot of health. That's interesting. Wait. I didn't even... Okay. Okay, I thought he had Big Wall up. I'm assuming when he has Big Wall up, he can't be stolen from. I'm assuming. But yeah. Again, so again, she can steal abilities. I don't really need to go over this, I don't think. But you can see which abilities she can't steal. She's just going to be a very interesting character to learn. And I think this is the ult, right? I want to break this down really quickly. Again, look at her max HP. It is 700, right? She does her kick. She does her E. She does the knock-up. Goes into the air. Look how far people are. Look how far everyone is. Right? She didn't kick anyone up. But the second kick, again, right? She sends like a fucking soccer ball, a powerful ass, projectile like kick. I think it's I don't know. She sends a wave, a shock wave of a fucking kick towards the enemies, right? It hits Ultron and Phoenix, gives her her overshield, puts her at a max health of 800. She dives down, pops ult, and look at this. You probably didn't even notice it because it went by so fast. Cloak and Dagger had ult. Look how many frames it took for her to go from 100 to 99. Pops ult. Boom. One, two. This is like a few frames just going from 100 to 99. It's like the shit has to be like if Cloak wanted to ult, it had to be right when she slammed, right? Because the window the draining happens instantly, it feels like. And I'm going to go over what's happening during this ult because you might fucking miss it, right? You might already be missing it. Gets over shield. Slams, pops ult, everyone's ult's gone. She's healing herself right now. I hope you guys know that. There's no one's healing her. She's stealing from Cloak and Ultron right now. She's stealing the ability to heal herself from Cloak and Ultron right now, is what I'm assuming again. Look at her. I'm just gonna look at her HP. Well, look like I'm just getting. Hold on, huh? Let me calm down. Look on the right. You see the Vanguard symbol, the Duelist symbol, and the Strategist symbol. There's a yellow meter going up, right? As the people inside of her ult are being stolen from. So she's closest to Ultron and Cloak, so I'm assuming they're getting stolen from much faster. But you can also see her next to Phoenix, which she's getting stolen from. I don't think Wolverine is really inside of the ult. You can see the green radius, which is why Duelist isn't as high of being stolen from. And you can see Mag. I don't think Mag is inside the ult, which is why she's not getting as much max HP from this ult again. So she's healing herself right now. She's getting a damage boost on all of her abilities, I'm assuming, and her max HP is going up the more she steals from Magneto. So just watch it again. Overshield, dive, pop ult, Cloak's ult's gone, everyone's ult's gone. Look at her max HP. Look at her max HP. Look at the damage and look at her max HP. 1,052. Whole team just gone. Wolverine's passive almost fucking gone. He's about to die. So just to explain the yellow meter, right? The yellow meter is to signify the ult charge, I believe. So everyone was at 100 on their ult, and that yellow meter I think is a representation of that. So you can see it. There's a little bit off of that yellow meter because their ult charge is being drained. So as the ult charge is being drained, the yellow meter will go down. I don't really understand why there would be a yellow meter if they have the literal number on the screen. I didn't really understand that, but I'm assuming from watching this a few times that the yellow meter is a visual representation of the number of the ult charge, right? Because you're gonna see Magneto has the least amount of ult charge, and his yellow meter is the lowest. And on the Vanguard symbol on the right of your screen, Vanguard is being stolen from the least. So that it wouldn't really make sense for his bar to be the lowest if she doesn't have as much uh steel for Vanguard, right? So I'm assuming that's just a visual representation of the number. So he's at 80, so the yellow meter's at 80 out of 100. And you can see as people are getting stolen from, their ult charge getting stolen from, their meter, their yellow meter is going down. And it'd be interesting to see how, again, this ult is used in competitive, because if she's getting a damage buff and she's killing people really fast, I feel like that would not be great for the amount of ult charge that could be drained before you kill everyone, right? Because if she just follows everyone around and kind of slow kills them, I don't know. Because I don't think she'd be able to drain people of ult charge that wouldn't be a fight, like a fight worth of ult charge. Like, I don't think she'd be able to drain that much. Like, by the time they get another fight, they'll have their ult. So it's not like if she drains, it's not like two fights worth of drainage. It's just one. So I guess killing them fast wouldn't really make, yeah, it wouldn't really be bad. And again, she can use, while she's ulting, she can use her guard. She can use her left click, which I'm assuming does way more damage now that she's stealing from Duelist and everything. So yeah, that was my breakdown of what I believe Rogue's kit is. You guys can let me know what you think. You guys can let me know if I got anything wrong. Um, I'm a little late this time to the breakdown because there's things to do. But she looks like she's gonna be very fun. I hope she can clear Emma like entirely. I don't think Emma should be the best tank in the game. She's been the best tank in the game. She's super boring to play personally, in my opinion. If Rogue could be a replacement, she looks way more fun. Um, so yeah, I would be very happy to not have to ban Emma and just play Rogue, right? So there's ban slots for anything else. But yeah, so that's my breakdown. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was super fun. I'm super excited for Rogue, and you guys can let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure December 12th. I don't know why I'm doing like a fucking ad. This is not a fucking ad, but December 12th. See me on fucking Rogue. All right, I'm insta locking. She looks super fun. I think I broke down her kit to the best of my abilities. Maybe there's something I missed. But you guys can go do your research on her from other creators as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!